Hello, everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Phoenix Draconis, and this is Kaon Reviews. Now, as you saw in the intro, today's ToyHax review video is going to focus on the labels for Transformers Earthspark Megatron. And I was really surprised when I saw these labels for this figure. Now, right now, I'm waiting for the labels for Earthspark Optimus Prime. But let's go ahead and concentrate on this figure. And I have to admit, these are some awesome looking labels. They're on this foil backing, as you can see, the light shining on there. And very, very nice. Now, I took a chance to glance over at some of the images that are on the ToyHax site in order to, as I put these labels on there in the course of the video, and I'll know exactly where to put them. But I have to say, I'm very, very impressed with what I'm seeing. And based off of what I'm looking at here, you got a regular plane, and you got G1 toy chest area. So that's going to be interesting. I'm going to be hard pressed to decide which one I'm going to put on there. So I'll see what happens there. And then you do have some red labels, which, yeah, okay. So as I'm looking through the website, I do see some red labels that will go along his biceps. Let me see here. So you can see by the outline on some of these. I do believe there's some for, like I said, I'm seeing for the biceps. And man, I think there's some for the area along his waist. Of course, I could be wrong on that, but again, I'm just briefly looking through the ToyHax site, which shows off the labels on here. So we'll find out, like I said, during the course of the video review on this. But that is it. So give me a moment to get these labels out of the way, and we'll do a before and after in both robot as well as vehicle mode. Alright, here is Megatron in robot mode before the labels. As you can see, I should say Hasbro did try to go ahead and basically model this figure based off of the character designs from the series. Now, of course, because of the engineering involved, it's very interesting. You do see, really good, interesting head sculpt on here. And of course, a lot of good molded detail. But, there's some areas that are pretty plain. Some that can be, that can do with a bit of label applications. Of course, as you turn them around, you do see, some bits and pieces, a lot of open gaps in the figures I touched upon in its initial review. But there he is. So let's go ahead and we've seen what he looks like in robot mode before. Let's go ahead and take a look at him after. And here we are with Megatron after ToyHax treatment, and I have to say, I'm very, very impressed. Now, I'm going to go ahead and bring this bad boy up, and you see a lot of that reflective decals. Now, as I showed you earlier when I was showing off the labels, um, I was kind of deciding on whether or not to have the G1 toy style chest or just the plain chest. I decided to go ahead and put the G1 toy style chest on there. Now he did have decals for his optics, but they are so damn tiny. I'm like, oh screw that! I had enough problems putting the small labels on this one, and this is a very, very small figure. Now, as you can see, he's got some. Let me put his arm. Well, take his arm off. His the red stripe here that completes the side. Let's put that arm back on. Oh, there we go. Tight. He's got some metal decals here. Up here. Oh, no, that was already pre-painted. Here on his thigh, on his shins here, on the side of his leg, right here. He's got some right here, as well as inside his fusion cannon. Now he also has some around the cannon as well as in the back. You'll also see some decals that are going to transfer over in vehicle mode as well. He's got some metallic reflective stickers on his blades there. So not too shabby. Again, he also has some right here on the sides and on the side here as well. So yeah, like I said, not too shabby. This really brought the figure out a lot, and I had to say it made it a little bit better. So let's go ahead and take one final look. There he is. So I'm going to go ahead and transform him into vehicle mode, and we're going to take a look at him before and after. Now, in his vehicle mode, he has a very, very interesting one. It's not like the tanks that we've seen before. He actually has a type of, helicopter type mode, and very interesting. I really like that, though I do still find it a little plain, but all in all, not too bad. So let's go ahead and see what he looks like with the ToyHax treatment. So there he is before. Let's take a look at him after. And here's Megatron after. And I have to say, a lot of these stickers did break up the monotony in this figure. As you can see, there's some labels that did transfer over in vehicle mode. See some of them right here, on here, along his engine propellers, where his legs are. They were shown here. So not too bad. Of course, you do see the chest area underneath with the fall chest piece, but not too bad. It did break up a lot of that plain plastic, gave it a little bit more personality. So again, very nice. I like it. So give me a moment to transform him back into robot mode, and I'm going to go ahead and give you my final thoughts as well as my score. All right, thank you all for waiting. I really appreciate your patience. Now here we have Megatron with his primary weapon thrust up in the air and ready for battle. And I have to say, I did give it, in its initial review, some rather, I want to say some good praises on it. There were some certain things physically about it, but I understand that it was all part of the transformation process. But in this particular case, the ToyHax labels did improve on there. It did break up a lot of just the plain plastic and everything. And there were certain labels that I didn't put them on there mostly because, number one, the size. They were very, very tiny. And I think personally, like for his optics, I really don't think they really needed it. So I'm going to zoom in on one set there. So there's that. And then there's the other set right there. Another set of labels that were there were the alternate Ghost as well as Decepticon logos. The way I see it, I just left it alone. So it's a personal choice. You can put those on there if you want. Me personally, I didn't bother. So there he is. Oh man. And again, this really, in my personal opinion, really helped out the figure a lot. Do you think it may need a little bit more? I think a couple of other areas could have done with the ToyHax, but the way I see it at this point, I think it did pretty well as I'm looking at it now. Now, again, I think I stated this earlier. I am looking forward to Optimus getting his, or I should say, Earthspark Optimus getting his ToyHax treatment. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that set. But that's my take on the figure. So if I have to give it a score on a scale of 1 through 10, I'm going to go ahead and give this set an 8. Now, did it accomplish what it needed to accomplish? Yes, it did. Do you think it may have needed more? More or less. I'm thinking the feet could have done some additional, applications on that. I think that is about it on that. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and give it an 8 in this case. So that's my take on the figure. That is my score. I want to hear from you. Now, do you happen to have this figure? And if so, have you picked up the label set from ToyHax? And if you did, tell me, do you like it? Do you hate it? Leave me a comment about it in the comment section down below. Like, share, subscribe to my channel. Click onto the bell icon so you can be notified when I post up new videos. I'd like to thank each and every one out there for checking out my channel, for liking it, even leaving a comment on occasion. I really appreciate it. As you see on the screen before you, I finally have the prize that we're going to be giving away if we meet our stretch goal of 500 subscribers before the end of this year. The elusive Decepticon Crasher. As you can see before you, she is cherry here. She is mint in box, has not been opened up. The box itself is still immaculate. I mean, yeah. So, if you want her, all you gotta do is follow the instructions that are scrolling on the screen right now. Just send an email to the email address you just saw. In the subject matter, you're going to put down 500. In the body, you're going to put down Crasher. No more, no less. This is open only to those within the continental United States, and it's going to be available. Or I should say, the contest is going to last up until December 31st at 11:59 p.m. Central Standard Time. So wherever you are, make sure you are aware the time is going to be within Central Standard. So take into account of that. But there she is. If you want her, you know what to do. This is Phoenix Draconis, and I'll catch you all on the flip side. Peace.